So from last session, we started this Laplace transform by using a properties. Two important properties we completed in the last session. First is a very trivial property known as a linearity property. And yes, there is no need to by heart anything in a linearity property. Just the Laplace of addition or subtraction is the Laplaces of their addition or subtractions. Okay, so just you have to take Laplace as a linear operator like other operators. Log is not a linear operator. Okay, we already seen that log of a plus b is not equal to log a plus log b. So log is not a linear operator. But yes, this Laplace, derivative, integration, all they are a linear operator. Another property which we learned, that is a post shifting property, which is again one of the important property that we have. Let I write that property. You tell me what is the Laplace then. If we have Laplace of e raised
3
to,
to the power minus 80
suppose 80
f
is
of
there,
t.
then the answer should be
Sir,
f of,
f of s plus a,
not plus, now it is
minus
minus
a,
s.
sir.
Okay, so whenever we multiply by e raised to 80, when we multiply by e raised to 80, we have to shift s to s minus a. But when we are multiplying by e raised to minus 80, then we are shifting s to s plus a in s domain. That is the first shifting property. Okay, this is the first shifting property. What is actually capital F function? Capital F function is a Laplace of that f of t. So Laplace of f of t is a capital Fs. Then Laplace of e raised to 80 into f of t is f of s minus a. So this is the important result that we require number of times again. Okay, so that about these two properties only we require generally. That second shifting is not so important, so we'll not discuss it again. Now today we are going to focus only on two properties again. First, which is a property number 6 and 7. So let me finish 6 and 7 first, known as a multiplication by t property and division by t property. So suppose as usual, suppose if Laplace of f of t, if this Laplace of f of t is f of s, if we know the Laplace of that ft function, and that is capital Fs, then Laplace of t into ft, the Laplace of t into ft, we can get it directly, and it is a minus f dashes. Are you getting? Laplace of t into ft is a minus f dashes, and there is no need to calculate it separately by definition. Okay, so this is the property known as a multiplication by t property, and similarly Laplace of f of t upon t, that is a division by t, is an integral s to infinity fs ds. Proof of these properties are there in the textbook, but all these properties are without proof for our syllabus, so there is no need to go through it. Just remember the result and use it to get the Laplace of the required thing. So how you will remember this property now? When you multiply, the RHS is the derivative. Multiplication is connected to the derivative, and division is connected to the integration. Okay, and then these two properties only. When we integrate, we are dividing, and when we take Laplace of derivative, we multiply by s. That we'll see later on. Just right now, focus on these two. Laplace of t into f of t is a minus f dashes, while Laplace of f of t upon t is an integral, and the limits, you should remember the limits. It is not from 0 to infinity now. Integral from s to infinity fs ds. Integral from s to infinity fs ds. So let me come to the numericals then after this. Okay, so I'll show you the next slide here. Okay, now you can see the question. The question is here: find the Laplace of t into e raised to minus 4t into sine 4t. Now, suppose this question you have to do it by definition. It's become lengthy, so never we do any of the question by definition. All these questions we are going to complete it by a table of standard results and properties, because by definition, if you calculate this Laplace of t e raised to minus t sine 4t, then by definition it says it's integration 0 to infinity e raised to minus st into t into e raised to minus t into sine 4t dt. So this is a very complicated integral, or it takes a time. It takes time to evaluate this type of integral. So going by definition is never the way. All the examples we just do by a properties, and these properties are self-explanatory. Okay, you can easily observe what should be f of t, whether you are going to use after that which property. All these things are self-explanatory from this given function. Can anyone tell me what will be the possible steps to get the Laplace of that given function? Yes. I am asking what should be the steps to get this Laplace of this given function, which properties you have to apply it one by one.
Sir, we'll take e to the power minus t. Oh, sorry, we'll take sine 4t, and sir, in that we'll apply the results that we found out earlier. And
Correct. First we'll take Laplace of sine 4t. Very good. That is step number 1. Next. Yes. Next then. After that, we should have we have to multiply by e raised to minus t. Then we have to multiply by t. So which properties we should use? One property we know, that is a shifting property. In shifting property, we multiply by exponential function. So first shifting is
yes, sir.
required. Okay. And here is into t is there. So obviously it is multiplication by t property. So this example is a combination of the two properties one by one. You can apply first shifting and then multiplication by t, or multiplication by t and shifting then. So both are the correct way. Generally, remember this thing. I always keep shifting property at the end. I'm repeating every time. It is better to keep the shifting property at the end, because it looks little lengthy function after shifting, because you are replacing s by s plus a or s minus a. So that function looks little lengthy. That's the reason only. Otherwise, it's not compulsory. It's not compulsory that you have to use a shifting at the end. You can use a shifting first and then multiplication. That is also correct. So let me do this question. These questions are always very small. Already I told, in Laplace you get answer in 5 steps only, maximum 5 steps. So step number 1 in solution. As Laplace of sine 4t. Yes, anyone? What is the Laplace of
Sir,
sine?
4 upon s square plus 16.
Very good, correct. 4 upon s square plus 16. So generally whatever you get, say that as fs. Okay, whatever the function of s you have, that denoted by fs there. Now which property? Therefore, there is no need to write every time that you are using multiplication by t or that. So I will write it directly. Therefore, Laplace of t into sine 4t. So which property we are using actually? It is multiplication by t. So what's the formula? What is the formula of multiplication by t property? It says
minus f dash is
very good, minus f dash s, minus the derivative of that fs. So minus sign is also important. I am telling this because many of the students forget to give this minus sign in the exam. So don't forget it, that minus sign. So minus keep as it is outside. And now we want the derivative of this. Yes, can anyone tell me the derivative of this fs?
So sine inverse.
Not correct. Are you integrating or
Sorry,
differentiating?
sorry, sir.
Yeah, I mean. Yes, derivative. It's not so difficult. No one is able to differentiate this
sir
fs.
4 tan inverse s by 4.
Again, silly mistake. Are you integrating? Huh? No, what you are doing? I have written derivative. Dash means derivative. It's not integration. Huh?
So minus 1 into s square plus 16 into 2s.
Minus
Minus 1 into s square plus 16 into 2s.
not correct.
Not s square plus 16.
4 upon s square plus 16 whole square into 2s.
Into 2s, but minus sign you missed now. Okay, so everyone given a wrong answer. The last is actually correct. Only minus sign is missed. It is like derivative of 1 by x. Derivative of 1 upon x is a minus 1 by x square. Okay, derivative of 1 upon x is minus 1 upon x square. So treat this like x. So first thing, the derivative of this 1 by x is like minus upon that x square. So s square plus 16 bracket square into the derivative of that bracket. Now derivative of bracket is a 2s, is that? So this is the way we completed the derivative, or you can use a quotient rule also. Denominator into derivative of numerator minus numerator into derivative of denominator upon denominator square. Choice is yours. You can use any rule for differentiation, either the chain rule or quotient rule. You get the same answer there. Got it? So at the end, we got the Laplace of t sine 4t now as 8s, minus minus become a plus there, upon s square plus 16 bracket square. But still we are not getting the final answer, because we are interested to get Laplace of t into e raised to minus t into sine 4t. Now this function again you can denote by the same notation fs if you are not interested to use other notation, or already you use fs, so you can denote it by f1s or phi1s, anything. So I'm continuing with the same notation, but I will take a latest fs for the next property. So the next step is here. We got a Laplace of this Laplace of e raised to minus t into sine 4t. Can anyone tell me what should be the change in this fs now? If we want to multiply by e raised to minus t, what should be the answer? Yes,
Fs plus S.
fs, yes,
S plus A.
plus A.
plus 1. Okay, because a is here 1.
First shifting.
First shifting property. So step number 1, we written Laplace of sine 4t, multiplication by t, and now the shifting property. Just to replace every s by s plus 1, and that's the final answer. So final answer is 8 times s plus 1 divided by this s plus 1 bracket square plus 16 bracket square, and that is the end of the question. So we have a final answer for the Laplace of the given function as 8 into s plus 1 divided by s plus 1 bracket square plus 16 its whole square. That's all. If you have the doubt, yes, you can ask. So there are ways just to observe the given function and see which things we have to use. We have to use hardly we have to use a shifting property, multiplication by t property, division by t property, derivative and integration. These 5 properties we have to use. Out of that, multiplication by t and division by t properties will never come together, because if there is a into t and divided by t, that will cancel. So these two properties will never come together. Similarly, the Laplace of derivative and integration never comes together. Okay. So few combinations are there, so that's only will come in exam. Like this is a most popular combination. Many of the questions you will find in this form only: multiplied by exponential function and multiplied by t, or multiplied by exponential function and divided by t. Yes, any doubt, anyone? So can we go to the next question then, if you completed? Are you completed?
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay, good.
Sir.
So next question is on the screen now. We have to find the Laplace of t into root of 1 plus sine t. Which properties we have to use it? Tell me. Yes, I'm asking which properties we should use here. Yes, someone is said linearity property, but there is square root. How you can use a linearity property, Asif? Not correct. What is f of t now? Whose Laplace first we have to evaluate? Yes, multiplication by t property. I think Kushal is giving the answer. That's correct. Kaushik, yeah. Multiplication by t property we should use. That is correct answer. But now how to get the Laplace of remaining then? You can observe here. You can observe that into t is there. This t indicates multiplication by t property. Then this should be our f of t. Now how to get a Laplace of square root of 1 plus sin t? That is the important thing then. Laplace of root of 1 plus sin t we have to calculate. Now this is not a standard function. We cannot apply linearity property because square root is there. So what should be done?
Sine
Nowadays,
square,
yes,
sine square t by 2 plus cos square t by 2
very
plus 2
good,
into
very good. So this is the trigonometric identity you learned in 12th. This is a standard simplification of a square root of 1 plus sin t. You observe this 1 can be written as this is a sine square t by 2 sine square t by 2 plus cos square t by 2. That's the value of 1. And this sin t can be written as a 2 times sin t by 2 into cos t by 2. So this is the value of sin t because sin 2 theta. So here is we converted a half angle, and this gives us then Laplace of square root of this is a sin t by 2 plus cos t by 2 bracket square, and that's the first square of the bracket. So these things gets cancelled and we're left with a Laplace of sin t by 2 into or plus Laplace of cos t by 2. Now here linearity property required, yes, but after simplification. Okay, after simplification we have to use that linearity property. Now tell me the Laplace of sine of t by 2. Quick.
Sir, 1 by 2 upon s square plus 1 by 4.
Very good, you are correct. So it is 1 by 2. The value of, if you compare it with sine at, sine at, a is 1 by 2. A is a 1 by 2. So a upon, that is 1 by 2 upon s square plus 1 by 4. So that is the value of Laplace of a sine at or sine t by 2. Now Laplace of cos at.
Sir, s upon s square plus 1 by 4.
Yes, s square plus 1 by 4. You are correct. Very good. So small simplification is possible. That will do it because why we are simplifying? Generally we never simplify it because we have to use multiplication by t property there. So that time we require derivative. So it should be simplified. So I will multiply this. What I will do it throughout I will multiply by 4. So 4 by 2 is a 2. 2 plus 4s divided by, now we are multiplying 4 to the denominator also. It is 4s square plus 1. Is it? Is it? That is a simplification. So say this is fs. Why we are denoting by fs? Because we have to use the property now. And the last part then left, Laplace of t into root of 1 plus sin t will become, yes, anyone? What will be the answer? This is the minus
Sir, minus 1 into f
f
dashes.
dashes. First write a formula always. Minus f dashes. Now how to differentiate? Just by a
U
quotient
by
rule,
v.
u by v rule. Okay, u by v rule. So denominator 4s square plus 1, derivative of numerator 4 minus numerator 2 plus 4s into derivative of a denominator, that is 8s, divided by denominator square. And now one last step is left, just small simplification, just collect the terms, same terms together, and we get the answer. So I will write the answer on the top here, on the top side. So the answer will be, that is Laplace of that t into root of 1 plus sin t. This is 4 into 4s square, that is 16s square, minus here is 32 s square. So it is minus 16s square. Okay. Plus 4. Here is a 4 is there, minus 16s square, or before that I can write, okay, whatever, minus 16s minus 16s square divided by 4s square plus 1 bracket square. You can check the answer. Is it correct? Yes, Arvind, you are not audible. If you have any doubt, yes, you can. Minus 1 is missing. Yes, correct. Very good. So this is a silly mistake that happens already, I told. And that is correct thing, Arvind. Yeah, others also. So this minus 1 is very important. It will, out of 5, you may lose 1 or 2 marks for that, not writing a minus sign. So minus sign, you should write it everywhere. Now, so I will correct this answer. So this should be the written. So here is a bracket and there is a minus sign outside. So this minus sign, if you give it here, this become a minus, this become plus then. This is the correction. Okay, very good observation. And this thing is always happening in the final exam. Again, I am telling this. Because generally we are focusing on quotient rule and we forget to write that outside minus sign there. That minus sign is of the formula. This minus sign is of the property only. So final answer should be 16s square plus 16s minus 4 divided by 4s square plus 1 bracket square. Can tell me once you finish this. We'll move to the next question then. So are you completed?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'll move to the next question then. Find the Laplace of t square into e raised to 4t. Find the Laplace of t square into e raised to 4t. You can tell me which property should be used. Which property should be used here? Quick.
The multiplication by t.
Multiplication by t. How many times?
Sir, firstly we'll write t into
E
sir
raised to
Laplace
4t.
of t raised to e to the power 4t.
Okay, so indirectly we have to use a multiplication by t property 2 times. That is one of the way. Other way is also there. You should look in the, your observation should be there. They're both way are correct, but other way is generally
First shifting.
Shifting is a simple. Are you getting? So both, I will show you both way. Let me see, and we are getting the same answer also. So let me do first by multiplication by t property. So for multiplication by t property, we should start with Laplace of e raised to 4t first. Laplace of e raised to 4t is, yes, anyone? What is the Laplace of e raised to
1
8t?
upon s minus 4, sir.
Yes, 1 upon s minus 4, correct. So you have to denote it by fs. This by fs. Then Laplace of t into e raised to 4t. This will be minus f dashes. Now we have to write minus f dashes here. So this minus sign already there, but as it is in the form of 1 upon x, derivative of 1 upon x is minus 1 by x square. So that minus minus become a plus 1 upon s minus 4 bracket square. Is it? Is the derivative correct? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So one more time, now we have to use that. So I will denote this again by fs also. Even though I'm denoting same notation, this fs and this fs is a different because this is the latest fs we use. If you are confusing with this, or you don't want that notation, you can denote it by phi of s or f1s, f2s, like that. So different fs will be there. So then Laplace of t square e raised to 4t. Now again multiplication by t, because one more t we multiplied. So it is one more minus f dash s. But this time that fs is here. So again it is in the form of 1 upon x square. What is the derivative of 1 upon x square?
minus 2 by
minus
x
2
cube.
upon s
Correct.
cube.
Minus 2 by x cube. Minus minus become our plus 2 by x cube. So s minus 4 bracket cube. And this is the answer. That is the end of the example by multiplication by t property. Okay. Now I will show you the other way. Other way is a very, very simple. That's OR. So first we write the Laplace of t square. What's the Laplace of t square? Anyone? Laplace of t raised to n.
2 factorial upon
N factorial upon s raised to n plus
s
1.
to n plus 1,
So
sir.
2 factorial upon s cube. And that is our fs. Now by first shifting property, Laplace of e raised to 4t into t square will become f of s minus 4. F of s minus 4. Now 2 factorial is 2 only. Upon, now this s cube, s is replaced by s minus 4. So s minus 4 bracket cube. You got the answer in one step only. Are you getting? So this is one important thing here you should note down, that one example, one numerical of Laplace can be done by more than one method. Final answer should be the same. Okay, you can't say that I use these properties, because of that I got this answer, and because of other properties we are getting that answer. So it's never possible. But there are multiple ways. You have to find out the best or the simple method or simple way to reach the answer quickly. Okay, so that you can save your time. So this question is done by multiplication by t as well as by shifting property. Both are the correct. You have the same answer there. You should note down only one thing, whichever you want. And once you complete, tell me, we'll move to the next then. Okay, done. Very good. So let I move to the next question. Now, next property coming here. Yes, obviously. Yes, which one?
So division by
Division
t.
by t property. So these are self-explanatory. You, by observation only, you can tell which properties we have to use. If it is in the denominator, division by t property. If t is in the numerator, we have to use multiplication by t property. That's way only. So we can clearly observe we should use a division by t property. So first we'll start with the Laplace of sin at. Yes, anyone? What is the Laplace of sin at?
Sir, a upon s square plus a square.
A upon
S
s
square
square
plus
plus
a.
a square, correct. And this is our fs. Now what is the division by t property? Can anyone tell me?
Sir, integration s to infinity fs ds.
Correct. Very good. Very good. Nice. Laplace of sin at upon t. It's a division by t property says it's an integral from s to infinity fs ds. Integral from s to infinity fs ds. Now this integration from s to infinity, in this case our fs is a upon s square plus a square. Now I want the integration. So few of you already given with answer. Yes,
Tan inverse s by a.
tan inverse s by a. Very good. So is there 1 by outside? Tan inverse of s by a is the correct answer. There is no 1 by outside because already a is
Cancel,
in the
sir,
numerator.
it will get
Yes, it will
cancelled.
cancel. If you take this a outside, if you keep a outside and you take integration of 1 upon a square plus a square, then it comes 1 by a tan inverse. That 1 by a and this a gets cancelled. There's no need to write it. Okay. So that about integration. Now when we put upper limit, what's a tan inverse infinity? What's the tan inverse infinity?
Pi by 2.
Pi by 2. Very good. So don't write it as 0. Generally, students have the habit of writing upper limit always 0. When you put infinity, it never get, it's not always 0. So it's a pi by 2 here. Tan inverse infinity is a pi by 2 minus. Now in lower limit, you have to replace s by s only. So it comes tan inverse of s by a. Now this is the answer. But generally for only this question, a small simplification is done, which is a pi by 2 minus tan inverse. What is that answer? Pi by 2 minus tan inverse is a
Cot inverse.
cot inverse, correct. Because there is a formula, tan inverse plus cot inverse is always pi by 2. Tan inverse plus cot inverse is always pi by 2. So this only question, you can write it as a cot inverse s by a, and that is the final answer. That is the end of the question again. This is one of the standard examples, number of times repeated in the exam. That is a Laplace of sin at upon t is a cot inverse s by a. Cot inverse s by a. That's the answer. So last step we use a property, and that property I will write it here. I will write the two formulas there which we used. First formula we use integral of dx upon x square plus a square. So if this is a formula you use, you write 1 by a tan inverse x by a. But in this case that a gets cancelled, so a is not written outside, not required. A is already in the numerator. Second thing we used tan inverse x plus cot inverse x is always pi by 2. Because of that last step appeared, this one, by this. So if any doubt is there, you can ask. Yes, any doubt?
No, sir.
No doubt. Are you completed? Can we move to the next question then? Two more questions, I think, 2 or 3. So because they are very short questions, hardly 4 or 5 steps you get the answers.
Yes, sir.
Done. Okay. Yes, tell me the properties now. Obviously, which properties we should use?
Division by t, then
First shifting.
first shifting.
Correct. Division by t and then first shifting is a good choice. Other way is also possible, I'm saying. You can use first shifting and then division by t. That is also okay. Both are correct. So I will do this way. First, Laplace of sin t. What's the Laplace of sin t?
A upon s square plus a
Not
square.
a, 1 upon.
Sorry, sir. 1 upon s square plus 1.
Correct. That is fs. Now next, Laplace of sin t upon t. We are using division by t property now. Integral s to infinity fs ds. So which is integral ds upon s square plus 1. And what's the integration?
So tan inverse s upon 1.
Only tan inverse s then. Okay, no need to write upon 1. Okay, both are correct. It's s to infinity. So tan inverse infinity is a pi by 2. And it's a tan inverse s. But we already know pi by 2 minus tan inverse is a cot inverse. So it is a cot inverse s. So that about new fs now. Because we got the Laplace of sin t upon t, which is cot inverse s, or in a previous question, in particular, you replace a by 1. In a previous example, you replace a by 1, you get this answer. Okay, previous question is a general for sin a t upon t. Thus, last property we have to use, which is the Laplace of, we are multiplying by e raised to minus t now, e raised to minus t into that sin 4t divided by t. And what is that formula? Is f of, yes,
S plus 1.
s plus 1 again, correct. So the final answer should be cot inverse of s plus 1, and that's the end of the question. We got a Laplace of e raised to minus t into sine 4t divided by t.
540 sir.
Pardon?
It will be sine t only.
90 na.
Oh, sorry, my mistake. I maybe from where I written, I don't know. It's a sine t by t, correct. Laplace of e raised to minus t into sine t by t is cot inverse s plus 1. If it is a sine 4t, then it will be cot inverse s plus 1 divided by 4. Okay, if there is a sine 4t, because we already know Laplace of sine 80 upon t is a cot inverse s by a. Okay, so that way you will get the answer there. Okay, now the second last question after this, if you completed, tell me, we'll move to it, move to the next then. Note down it, and if you have the doubt, yes, you should ask. You can ask your doubts.
Done sir.
Done, very good. Okay. Laplace of cos AT minus cos BT upon T now.
Sir, firstly we'll find of cos 80 minus cos bt Laplace, then we'll use divided by t.
Very good, correct. Now here is one silly mistake few of the students do. What they will do, what they are doing, they find the Laplace of cos AT only first. Few of the students, they do like this. They write Laplace of cos AT first. Okay, they find Laplace of cos AT upon t then separately, and then they find Laplace of cos bt upon t separately. Yes, division and linearity property they use, but that's not correct. That's not possible, because Laplace of cos AT upon t does not exist. You will come to know why it does not exist. You can tell me first, what is the Laplace of cos AT? What is the Laplace of cos AT?
S upon S square.
S upon s square plus a square.
Now Laplace of cos AT upon t will become integral s to infinity s upon s square plus a square ds. Is it? Because Laplace of division by t is integral of fs from s to infinity fs ds. What's the integration now? What will be the integration?
Square plus
1 by 2, correct, because it is in the form of f dash x upon fx. Integral of f dash x upon fx is log fx. So 1 by 2 log of s square plus a square. Log of s square plus a square, and limit is from s to infinity now. And now the problem happens here. If you replace upper limit, what is the value? What is the value of log infinity? What is the value of upper limit when you replace s by infinity? Yes, anyone? It is undefined. It remains infinity only. Log of infinity is infinity. So the Laplace of cos AT upon t is not defined. Because of that only the question is asked in this way, so that the Laplace exists there. It is not like sin AT upon t. Laplace of sin AT upon t exists, but Laplace of cos AT upon t does not exist. Okay. So we have to do it connectedly so that their Laplace will exist there. Is it clear first why the question is not only cos AT upon t? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now come to our question now. So this is just for your reference or your understanding why the question is not like that. So we should do like this now. First we'll start Laplace of cos AT minus cos BT. And now you can tell me the Laplaces of these functions. This is a by linearity property, it is s upon S square plus A square minus S upon S square plus B square, and this is our Fs. Therefore, now Laplace of cos AT minus cos BT upon T. Now that's the integral S to infinity Fs ds. So you can tell me the integrations now, or I will rearrange this thing S to infinity. So I will divide by 2 and multiply by 2. So it is a 2s upon S square plus A square minus 2s upon S square plus B square ds. And now this is in the form of f dash x upon fx. So what's the integration? Log of,
S square plus A square.
yes, S square plus A square
Upon
Minus
minus
log
log
of
of S square
S
plus
square
B
plus B
square,
square.
and limit is from S to infinity. Now we use a log property. So log of,
So log of S square upon A
yes,
square
very good. It is a log
upon
of
S square plus B square.
S square plus A square divided by S square plus B square, and from S to infinity. Now here we want the value of S square upon S square plus A square upon S square plus B square as S tends to infinity. What is the value of this inner part when the value of S is infinity? Yes, anyone? I will do the rough work here. So actually that's not required. This is in the exam, you would write directly the value. We want this limit S square plus A square upon S square plus B square as S tends to infinity. So what you can do, just divide by S square in numerator and denominator, or you can apply L'Hospital rule. It is infinity by infinity form. By L'Hospital rule, it's a limit S tends to infinity f dash x upon, so it is a 2s upon 2s, and you get 1, is it? There is other way also. You can divide it numerator and denominator by S square, and 1 upon S tends to 0 then. So the value of this ratio when S is infinity is 1. And what is the value of log 1? What is the value of log 1?
0.
0. So upper limit, yes, it is a 0. Lower limit have the minus sign. Okay, so I will write that 1 by 2, then minus lower limit minus sign there. Sorry, I am writing here in the wrong way little bit. So I'll take like this. This upper limit, yes, it is a 0. Lower limit have the minus sign, so minus 1 by 2, and we replace S by S only. So log of S square plus A square upon S square plus B square. So this is the answer. If you want, you can keep minus outside, or if you take minus inside, what happens? This 1 by 2 will, there are multiple ways of writing the answer of this. Okay, this is one of the answer. Let I show you all possible answers here. Just 1 minute. So this is the first answer. The first answer is here. You can keep this as answer. Okay. Second answer, let I write it. I will take this minus only here inside. So if you take, because we know n log x is log of x raised to n. So this bracket raised to minus 1 will come. So bracket raised to minus 1 can be written as this is 1 by 2 log of this s square plus b square in the numerator and s square plus a square in the denominator. So this can be the answer. This is another way of writing the answer. So you can keep the answer in any of the form. All are correct. So this is the second answer. Okay. Third possible answer. Yes, anyone? What's a third possible simplification? This 1 by 2 also you can take it here, because this n log x is there. So it is square root. So third answer you can write it like log of square root of s square plus b square divided by s square plus a square, or that bracket raised to half. So all these are the possible answers you can write. Is there a network connect? I think some problem was there. Can you see now? Any doubt?
No, sir.
No doubt. Okay. So all three are possible answers. You can write minus form. Minus you can take inside, or half also you can take inside. Do it in by any of the way. Are you completed? These are the answers here. First, minus answer 1 by 2 log of s square plus b square upon s square plus a square, or log of square root of s square plus b square upon s square. So 1 by 2 is also taken as raised to half here, that way. So this part showing that it is 1, not required, not required. Okay, good. Probably that was the last. Okay, one more last question is there here. Last question, 1 minus e raised to bt upon t. Quick, let me do it quickly. First, we want the Laplace of a numerator. So let me start with that. The Laplace of 1 minus e raised to bt. Yes, anyone? What is the Laplace of 1?
1 by s.
Very good. Laplace of e raised to minus bt?
1 upon s minus b.
Correct. So that is fs. This gives us a Laplace of 1 minus e raised to bt divided by t, division by t property. So it's integration s to infinity fs ds. So I'll write fs here directly, 1 by s minus 1 upon s minus b, and that's a ds. So this is fs ds. Now what is the integration of 1 upon s?
Log s.
Correct. And what is the integration of other? Log of s minus b, other term. So it comes in the similar way, log of s upon s minus b. S upon s minus b from s to infinity. Now again, when you put upper limit, it comes log 1, and log 1 is a 0. Lower limit, you are replacing s by s only, so log of s upon s minus b. So this is the answer. Or if you want that minus sign you want to merge, then the answer will come log of s minus b divided by s. Okay, so this is the answer. Log of s minus b upon s. If you want log of 1 minus b upon s, that way also you can write it. Okay, so possible simplifications. That's the division by t property. So whatever the one thing you should note in your mind, that whenever division by t property is there, it's better to take Laplace of numerator completely and then use a division by t property. Okay, means if there is addition and subtraction terms only, but if there is multiplication of exponential, then you can use shifting at the end. Okay, so this one is for today. Any doubt there? Can I move to the attendance? Yes, here. Any absentee today?
Yes, sir. 3 are absent.
3 are absent. Okay, just
Yes.
1 minute. Today is 29. Yes, tell me the number.
Yes, sir. 27 Umar.
27 Omar.
33 Aryan.
Just 1 minute. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Absent. 20. Am I marked correctly? Yes, correctly. 27 Omar. Then
33 Aryan.
33.
Yes, sir.
33 Aryan. Okay.
And
Yes.
49 Nakul.
49 also. Okay. Lohani. Thank you very much. Okay. One more important thing now. Just a minute.